Well, hello and good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Flylady Kat, and I'm here today to help you have peace in your life, control in your home, and to learn how to finally love yourself. I'm going to be addressing today how I became a fly lady. So, when you ask your questions later on, I'll be able to answer those, but in the meantime, I'm going to say hello to everyone. It'll take a couple of minutes, then I'll tell you how I became Flylady Kat, and then we'll answer some questions. So hi Just Us 3, hi Tracy B, Terry E, Sue Ansel, Sandra Davis, Jessica Miles from Portland. Is that Maine or is that Oregon? Herbal Cat, hi. Nolisa Harper, hey. And I know that's Rachel and Jessica and Beth, I think. Irene Hartwig from Manitoba, hello. Ann Ray, good afternoon. Tina Taylorson, hello. Okay, and oh, this is a new one, hi. And a 919. Shirley Gendrew, hey. Heather Yo, hello. Shelley K, hey. Antonio Sasser, hello. MZ Deb for Life, hi. Jessica Miles, hello. Portland, Oregon, oh, that's what it was, okay. Dixie Cap 79 from Dina, you're Dina in Alabama, okay. Oh, and a 919, you love me, okay. All right, so, oh, there's more. Panchima Thamali, hello from Sri Lanka. Tierza Hammond, hi babe. Glad you're catching me. Penny Neighbors, hey. Judy Spiegel, hi from Sunny Duck. Guy and Jackie, hi. Deb Cruz, hey babe. D Cruz 22. Okay, so I've got a couple of my personal fly babies on here today. Welcome. And then of course everyone else, and that's awesome too. I'm so happy to have you as my fly babies. John Barry, hello. I don't recall seeing your name before. Okay, so the question has been asked several times. How did you become a fly lady? Or what was it like when you were a fly baby? Or how did you become Flylady Kat? So I'll tell you. I had and still have a mother who was very, very clean. You could have open heart surgery on any floor in her home. She worked at it all the time, and we had a housekeeper, and we had someone who ironed our clothes. So my mother really put a lot of time into her house. And I learned how to deep clean really well. If it's not worth doing if you don't do it well, right? You've heard that before? That's the way I learned to clean. So I know how to clean really well. But the thing I didn't know how to do was how to keep it clean. I didn't know how to keep it clean. So I would turn around and it would be blown up. Well, half of that is because of my nature. My nature is to be sidetracked and to be, I'm not, a doctor's never said I'm ADD, but it definitely runs in the family. And my teachers always said I didn't pay attention. Thank goodness I'm bright, because I remember more about the birds and the trees than what the teacher was saying, right? I was always distractible. All right, and you've seen me experience that online live. All right, so when in 1981 I had my youngest child, and it got to maximum force, right? It got to, what do they call it, DEFCON 1 or whatever. It was like, and I worked full time. So when I came home, it would blow up at night. It would blow up when the kids were home. And then on Saturday, I would have these Saturday room fits with the kids where I would just, scream at them to clean their room and, do it right and don't do it like that. And I was very critical. And then I was critical of myself as well. And sometimes I couldn't breathe. I didn't know that was anxiety. I just knew I couldn't breathe. And I called my sister Marty, my youngest sister, one day, and I said, Marty, tell me what to do. I know how to clean. I just need somebody to tell me what to do. Just give me some direction. And she said, okay, go to your bathroom. She wasn't any better off than I was, right? She said, go to your bathroom and clean your bathroom. So I said, okay. So I had a mission. So I went to the bathroom and I cleaned it thoroughly. I didn't just, bless it. I cleaned it thoroughly. So when I stepped out of that bathroom and I looked at it, it was like, ta-da! And I said, I could breathe. My anxiety was gone. I didn't know that was the problem, but that's the way it felt. I could breathe. Then I turned around and the rest of the house looked like a volcano, and it was that tightening in the chest again. And So I would work a little bit and run back to the bathroom and breathe, and go work a little bit and run back to the bathroom and breathe. And my sisters both knew how it was with all of us. And my one sister, Patty, my second sister, found this book, and she started using it, and she loved it. And here's the original book. I've got some pins in it right now. It's taped. It's called The Sidetracked Home Executives. And she gave this book to me from Patty Hester, 1983. That's how long I've had this book. And this book was my salvation. Did I do it all the time? No. I fall off of the program from time to time. Everything in those days was done on 3x5 cards, and you kept it in a box, so we called it falling off the box. So I would fall off the box from time to time. But I did it, and it made a huge difference. And I started understanding that little jobs can be spread out. You don't have to do everything on top of everything. Then came 2000. I was working. I had not looked at this for a while. I had put my box away. I was trying to coast. And I thought, oh, it's 2000. Things are online. I know how to look. So let me look and try to find the Sidetracked Home Executives. I couldn't find them online. What I found was, not this book, but I found Flylady. I found Flylady, and everything she said sounded familiar. And I liked the way she did everything. She didn't use 3x5 cards. She just talked about routines, and she kind of grouped things together. And I liked that idea, and it was reminiscent of my Sidetracked Home Executives. So when I started following her, I could never find the Sidetracked Home Executives. Eventually, I did find Pam. Peggy retired. Pam has a website now. And but Pam, it turns out, was Flylady's personal mentor, because Flylady had, if I remember the story correctly, she had a blog or something when she had a lot of followers, and she asked if she could buy some of the rights or something like that. I'm not sure of the exact story, but it's something like that. And so that's why it sounded familiar, because she's friends with Pam, and she used Pam's product, Pam and Peggy's product, their idea, to come up with her idea. She just made it better. And I didn't know this. I just knew that I really loved Flylady. And I tried to do the system to fly. I did. And it worked, but then I would quit doing it because I would think I could coast. I didn't need it. And also, I was oftentimes overwhelmed with all the emails that I received. I also printed out a lot of the things that she had to print out, like the Control Journal, FACE, which is a financial program, just different things that she had in there. And I found that I spent more time with those papers than I did with the idea that they were trying to get across. And that's why I don't like to give you too many things that involve a lot of too much planning, because I don't want you to get off the beaten track and get over here involved in creativity instead of let's get this done so you can have fun and have creativity wherever you want, right? So I was ready to retire in September of 2015, and in about August, I believe, I was on my lunch hour. I used to go take my lunch hour in my car under a big oak tree with the windows down. Even in Florida, oak trees provide so much shade and coolness, so I would enjoy sitting out there and just having quiet time. And I was reading my emails, and I saw one from Flylady, and it said, "Hey, great news. My nephew, Alex, is going to do something called Flylady Premium. We're going to have mentors for people. I know that everyone wants me to be their mentor, but there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people around the world who follow Flylady, so in her voice, who follow me, and I can't be a personal mentor to everyone. However, we're going to do something where you can have a personal mentor." Well, my first thought was, I want a personal mentor. But I got to preface this with something else. In my heart of hearts, I knew how to organize, and by this time I was really good. I was getting ready to retire. I'd been doing this for a while. I was pretty good at keeping my house in shape. I wasn't a young woman with children anymore. They had to, gone from the home, and I had been doing well even when they were at home, and they learned how to do it too. But I had always had a dream that I wanted to be able to go into a person's home and help them get organized. I didn't want to have to do the work. I wanted to show them what I learned. But I never had a way to do that. And so when I said, I want a mentor, then it was like the Holy Spirit just lighted up inside of me and said, no, you need to be a mentor. And it was like, the angels were singing. It was like, yes, this is what I've always wanted to do. So I contacted them, and we went through every single Flylady mentor, went through 4 interviews. I was so afraid I wouldn't get it. I was so honored when they made me a mentor. All of my fellow mentors felt the same way. And then they told us the biggest thing. They said, this makes me emotional, you're going to be called Flylady Kat. Flylady Kat. It was like, what an honor. I get to be a fly lady. And so you couldn't be a fly lady unless you went through all this stuff and you proved yourself. And so I'm a fly lady. And that's why it's such an honor for me to call myself Flylady Kat. It's an honor. And it just makes me so happy. Anyway, sorry. So, so my heart's desire is to help each one of you. If I could step through this camera and be in your house with you, I would help you. I wouldn't do your work, but I would be there to put my arm around you and say, you can do it. I want to be that for you. I want to do this for you. This is my heart's desire. It's something I feel like I was blessed to be able to do. And so that's how I became a fly lady. Now I'm going to take, thanks. Aw. Okay, stop. All right. So I'm going to read you something, because these are some things that I hear from you guys, and this is in the old book. And some of this stuff is way outdated. Like they talk about long distance telephone bills, and they talk about taking pop bottles back to the store, and things that don't apply anymore. But they wrote these funny things, and I want to just read you this, and it's called The Housewife. And see if you can see yourself in this. There was a housewife I once knew who had so much work that she wanted to do. She had 8 loads of laundry to wash and to dry, 5 beds to make, and groceries to buy. Library books 3 years overdue. She thought, go to the library? No, let's go to the zoo. Hooray, cried the children, but alas, they stayed home. The 8 loads of laundry had all the clothes that they owned. She had dishes from dinner the night before and gum to scrape up off the kitchen floor. And just as she knelt to scrape up the gum, she thought about popcorn and she wanted some. So she got out the popper. It was full of rice. And she thought to herself, it would be nice to get out the pictures of my wedding dress. But she couldn't find them because of the mess in her living room, where she kept a shelf full of books on how to improve herself. So she picked out a book and she sat and she read, and she thought to herself, I'll take a nap instead. So she stretched and she yawned and she flopped into bed. Then she remembered something her husband had said, so she got out the iron and she looked for his shirt, which had fallen into a pile of dirt she had swept in a corner a few days before and had stopped because someone had knocked at the door. She sighed, oh dear, and she moaned, poor me, and she grabbed a sack of taco chips and turned on the TV, and she watched all the game shows, and she watched Love of Life, and she dreamed of becoming the perfect wife. Now, I thought that was great, because that was like me, and it's everyone I know who's a fly baby. It really is. And then I wanted to also read you one more thing, and it's a list. It's called the Table of Excuses. Okay, I'm going to read you 25 excuses why you don't do things, right? And you've all got them. We've all got them, right? Here we go. I don't have enough energy. It's too hot. It's too cold. I'm not in the mood. I've got too many kids. My husband is working swing shift. I've got cramps. The house is too small. The house is too big. We just moved in 2 years ago. I don't have enough time. We just got back from vacation. We're remodeling. Nobody cooperates with me. I've got a cold. I don't want to do it. I'm too intelligent for such remedial work. My mother didn't teach me. I hate housework. Nobody appreciates it anyway. Creative people are messy. I'm pregnant. I'll start tomorrow. I was up all night with the baby. It's the flu season, etc., etc. Okay, girls, I'm ready for your questions. I just thought you'd be interested in knowing that those excuses that you have are everybody else's excuses. So let's see what you have to say. I'm going to go back here. I missed a couple of comments while we were doing this. Let's see. Terry said, that was me until I found you. Sandra Davis said, I used to have so much anxiety about the state of my house, getting cross at my husband because your videos have taught me how to manage things properly. Now have so much less stress. That's awesome. Ann Ray says, so me. Emma Tower says, absolutely. The poem is me too at T. Sheena J said, that poem was so me. Carol Kane says, oh Lord, I identify with too many of those excuses. Sheena said, those are pretty much all my excuses. And Penny Neighbor says, thanks for sharing. So I wanted you to know how I became a fly lady, why it's important to me, why I tell you how much I love you, and how important you are to me and important in my life, why I love doing this so much. And Shelley said that's her too. Why I get such a kick out of doing live videos with you, because I so enjoy interacting with you. Okay, Deb for Life, MZ Deb for Life says, I am enjoying the live chats every day. They help me stay on track with what I need to accomplish. And when I get up and go home after work, that's awesome. Iora Katz, I'm so thankful for you doing these videos. It makes me feel calmer and less alone. No, you're not alone, honey. Lindsay Van Dusen, thank you for sharing with us. It's easy to see your passion through your videos. Thank you, honey. Anyway, does anybody have any questions about taking care of their house or taking care of their family or anything like that that I can share while I'm here? Because we have about 4 more minutes. Herbal Cat Beth says, I feel so much better when I get things done before work. Thanks to you. I work 4 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. I've worked those shifts before. Antonio Sasser, I'm trying to teach my 3 daughters this system. You can do it. Jackie03 says, these videos are so helpful and therapeutic. Love you, Kat. Oh, I love you too. Sandy Jandro, I hope I say your name right. Jandro, I love that you guide us every day. I go through my list of to-dos more with your help. Okay, that's nice. Penny Neighbors, how do you get melted plastic out of an oven? I'd have to Google that. I don't know. Other than getting it warm and scraping it up while it's melty, and then maybe using something abrasive to finish getting it off, but I'd have to Google it. I really don't know. How did you get something plastic in your stove? I know what you did. You probably stored something in there. Dickie Talmadge, I was going to take a nap. Now I'm going to wash a load of clothes. Go, girl. Rachel McGee, dealing with the balance of raising kids and housekeeping, trying to do both well, but sometimes one or the other gets more attention. That's true, and it is a constant balance. I call it plate spinning. You got to get all the plates spinning before you can do something else. That's why sometimes you have to drop back to routines only. Sheena Joy, I appreciate you making these videos. I can tell you are doing it with good intentions. Aw, hugs to you. Iora, I just have the hardest time staying consistent, and then I get down on myself. Yeah, don't get down on yourself. You're just amongst good company, and you just tell yourself, it's okay, I have a plan. That's the thing I want you to remember. It's okay, I have a plan. And the other thing I want you to remember is complete the process and do your 4 F's. First, fast and focused, make it fun, and finish, okay? All right, Jessica, that was Jessica. No, that wasn't Jessica. Jessica says, I start every day with your daily video. You have helped me motivate me so much. You encourage and make it feel okay to love myself by doing the care routines morning and night. Aw. And Guy and Jackie, I'm thankful for your videos, Kat, from Jackie. K-Rose, same here, Jessica. You know what, girls? I put on the morning video sometimes myself to make myself go through it. You know, I'm a human being too, and I'm still a sidetracked home executive, right? So sometimes I have to make myself go through it too, or I'll watch somebody else, like I'll watch Kimmy or something like that. All right. Or I'll watch Farmer Meemaw. She's funny. Penny Neighbors, I love your videos that get you motivated. That's awesome. Dixie Cat, I forgot your name. I'm sorry. Do routines have to be done at the same time every day? I have such a hard time with that. Well, the morning routine does have to happen first thing in the morning before everyone gets up. So it means you have to have enough sleep to be able to get up in time to do it. And then everything else you can move around a little bit. Sheena Joy, how do you make time to take care of yourself? It seems either the house is clean and the kids are happy, or I'm happy but nobody else is. You have to get enough sleep, Sheena. The same thing I was telling Dixie Cap 79, and I can't remember your name. Sheena, you have to get enough sleep. You have to. And then that way you can get up after 8 hours and still get up before the family to get yourself taken care of first thing in the morning. First thing. Okay, this morning I did a video for tomorrow, and I timed myself with my moisturizers and makeup, and you have to watch tomorrow's video to see how long it really takes, okay? It doesn't take long. Lindsay Van Dusen, I've been putting my alarm clock in the kitchen, have been up every day at 5:30. Try it. No, I don't want to get up at 5:30, but if you need to, I understand. This morning I got up at 6. But, you know, it's when I naturally woke up because I went to bed at 10 and my body has had enough sleep. But I get what you're saying. Heather Yo, I am so struggling with my house. I have setbacks from surgery and getting help is hard. Need encouragement about falling behind. You're not falling behind. If you've had surgery and you can't do certain things, then you just have to look at it and say, I have a plan for you. If at all possible, Dina, Dixie Cap, Dina, thank you. If at all possible, what I'd like you to do is your routines, if you can. Now, there's 7 of them. Some of them you might not be able to do, like you might not be able to bend over to do laundry, or you might not be able to bend over to take dishes out of the dishwasher. I don't know what kind of surgery you had. You may not be allowed out of bed. You may be encouraged to be out of bed. You know, you may be encouraged to do the dishes and things. So find out what, you know, if you have some kind of rehab or therapy they want you to be doing. If we can't do it, then don't worry about it. Do the best you can with what you have. And just say to the other stuff, I have a plan for you, because you're going to get better. Everything doesn't stay the same. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. So you won't always be recovering, right? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Herbal Cat, that's Beth. LOL, I have a chalkboard paint on my cupboards and white tips on them. And write tips on them, complete with process and first, fast, fun, and finish. That's awesome, Beth. Rachel, got a 15-minute deep clean the dishwasher. Thanks for the focus with Flylady system. It has brought me to my cleaning time. Awesome. Cairo, I didn't sleep well because I'm up with my mom. Sometimes I have to choose between nap or cleaning. Totally get it. You know, I take care of my mom and dad 24 hours for 7 days in a row. Away from my home, away from my husband, and I have a baby monitor in my room, and they oftentimes wake me up in the middle of the night, and I can't go back to sleep. And it's hard the next day. I generally try to take a 20-minute nap if I can do it at all. I do lose my temper a little bit when I'm exhausted like that, and I try not to, but it's hard. I would say take a nap. It's more important. It's more important. That day, you're not going to always be woken by your mom. You're not. Even while she's living, you're not. There's going to be nights when she's not. She's going to sleep, or you talk to the doctor about getting her to sleep, right? Okay, Antonia Sasser, I feel so blessed to have found you. I knew about this system, but I couldn't do it until now. Finally makes sense. I'm so glad. Hi, Kayla, another one of my fly babies. And Dina, I can't start my morning routine until my husband leaves for work, and many times the baby is up by then. Well, think about it, Dina. How long does your husband take getting ready for work? Does he take 30 minutes? Men don't usually take very long. So while he's getting ready for work, or 30 minutes before he gets up, get yourself up. Get yourself up. Get yourself ready. It's very, very important. It's very, very important to love yourself. And this is loving yourself. So I want you to think about that. All right. All right, girls, it's been 23 and a half minutes. I love you so much. I so enjoyed talking to you today. And, oh, Larry has an answer for the plastic. Place a bag of ice directly on the melted plastic to chill it and make it more brittle, and then carefully use a sharp scraper to scrape it off. Google said, thanks, Mr. B. He's so helpful. Caro says she loses her temper too. Yeah, it's normal because you're tired. Tears, I'm so happy you became a fly lady. You helped me so much. You're so welcome. One of my fly babies here. Deb Cruz is giving me hearts. Love you guys. I want you to remember that you are so loved. You are precious. You are powerful. You are able. And you are beautiful. Bye-bye.